Hey guys, it's Matt Mello here with my first video, and today we are going to be doing a deck review. A couple days ago, the Goblin Gang came out, and the Goblin Gang is an interesting troop, since it's the first troop that has air attacking units and ground attacking units. Excuse me. And, gotta say, the best counter for this is always going to be the Log. The Log is a legendary card that rolls over any troop in its path, and it does a ton of damage to the troops in its area. So, well, about 100 damage. It's not that much. But anyway, so the Log is going to be the key counter to anything here. So, what we're going to do is we're going to make a Log bait deck. If you don't know what a Log bait deck is, it's basically like the counter for the princess is also the Log, so you'll put the princess down, and they're not going to want the princess to take out their tower. So they're going to place the Log to run her over, like a complete 103% savage. So once they place the Log, their Log is out of rotation, and you can place a Goblin Gang or Dark Goblin, which his weakness is the Log. So it's basically just getting rid of the weakness so the cards can go in. But if they don't have a Log, they're also screwed, because that's the counter for 3 of the 8 troops in my deck. Also, you might be wondering why I have these 2 expensive things in my deck. This one is a pocket rocket. What a pocket rocket is you save it till the last moment in the game so you can rocket their tower. And the Inferno Tower is so it's like taking out Lava Hounds and high health troops, because basically the Knight and the Miner and stuff, they can't take giants and stuff out. So I'm going to show you a replay of how you would use this deck. And over here, after I get through all these replays, here's Seuss, and big shout out to Seuss. He played very well, and so I'm just going to go ahead and put it on 2-speed. See, he's using a Buller Hog deck, and the counter for that is automatically going to be the Inferno Tower. So I placed the princess to take out the Goblin Gang, but he doesn't have a Log in rotation, or a Log at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the Goblin Gang, and he's going to use all this, and I'm going to get some extraordinary chip damage on the tower. So now I have this Buller to deal with, and he just placed the Hog Rider. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the Dark Goblin, which gets frozen, so I have to back it up. And again, he has no counter for the Log, so that is amazing chip damage right on the tower. After that, we have a time to regroup and gain Elixir, and he's got to be placing his Buller because that's his tank unit, but instead he places the Wizard in defense against my Knight. But then he places the Buller, and so I'm gonna Inferno Tower the Buller, so my tower doesn't get any hits. And it also doubles to attack the Hog, and he misses his zap. Here is where it goes down. Since he places his Mega Minion to get the Miner, I'm able to get some amazing chip damage off the tower. Amazing! So, I'm going to just go ahead and head in for another Miner Knight push, and that will be the end of him. With the Pocket Rocket and the Log, I can get some easy automatic damage. No counters to that, baby. So, Seuss had about 1,300 damage on her tower, and here is where I get 3 crowns, since this guy, he didn't play very well, because what he did after I took out his Royal Giant, I have the perfect counter for that, Inferno Dragon. After I took that out, he pretty much rage quitted like a savage. So basically, he gets a ton of chip damage on my 1077 tower, and so I'm just going to try and keep doing Log pushes. Again, this person does not have the Log, so I am at a huge advantage here. Then the princess just keeps firing away, and we get the tower. And here's where he gives up, because he's at 10 Elixir, and I'm thinking he's going to counter that princess. So I put in another princess, and just keep rocketing and getting a bunch of chip damage until I 3-crown him. Like 103% savage. So, I'm going to go ahead and show you how this would work if we were facing the Log, and my bro emoji games is going to pop me a friendly battle here. There we go. And what he's going to try and do is log out my troops. So I'm going to go ahead and send a Dark Goblin to see if his Log is on hand. His Log is not on hand. So what? Oh, Oh, we're gonna get into some serious battles here. So we have to do some group mechanics and everything. Those goblins will take out the Hog Rider along with the Inferno Tower. And I'll have some backup goblins so I can push with the Miner. The Miner is a great card. If you just have some random troops left on the field, the Miner is key. He can turn those few troops into the best troops you've ever seen. Without any hits on them, the Miner's just soaking up the damage like a freaking sponge. There he uses his log. So I can go in for a Dark Goblin Night push. So he soaks up the damage so hard that other troops like Dark Goblin and Princess can get a ton of damage on the tower. Now he has the Minion Horde, and my only counter for the Minion Horde right now would be the Princess. So instead of making him log my Princess, I'm going to try and get him to log my Dark Goblin. So here, I'm pretty sure he's going to have his log, so I'm just going to place the Inferno Tower to take care of that. And then I have to place the Goblin Gang, so that Miner can't get any hits on the tower. And then he zaps that, and unfortunately, the only things that survive have 1 health. If I had placed my Miner there, they would have had infinite health, as much as the Miner, and they would have been able to take out that tower. So what I'm going to do here is place a Naked Miner. Yes, Naked Miner. Because see guys, Naked Miners, they always get people riled up and they place the worst counters. No offense. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the minions with a Knight and a Dark Goblin. And then what he's going to do here is he's going to log my Dark Goblin. Oh, no. So I'm going to get a ton of hits on that tower. And now he's going to have the Minion Horde ready, and I'm pretty sure he might do a Minion Horde hog push. The world's desperatest push. Yep, here we go. Now if you're wondering, oh, Matt Mello, how can you predict his pushes? Well, usually in Clash Royale, people do the same pushes over and over again. So I'm going to place the Miner, and hoping he doesn't have the log on hand, I'll place the Dark Goblin, which he did have the log on hand there, unfortunately. And we're set up for another push. And this is the first time he is showing his mini P.E.K.K.A, so this will be a little bit of dangerous on the dangerous side here with the Inferno Tower taking all the damage. But what all we need to do now is get a couple of hits on that tower in order for the rocket to be able to take it out. So the rocket is in range right now of taking this thing out. And we're just going to leave it there for a sec because I'm not even sure if it's going to take it out. And we're just going to defend a little bit. We're going to get his tower to at least 500 health, not 572, so we can just take the tower out like a freaking savage. I'm going to go ahead and log it, and that is GG. See what I'm talking about the pocket rocket? It takes out high health towers that you can't really get to, because you've seen the Clash Royale replays, they can't get to the tower fast enough, but they have a ton of elixirs, so they have to defend. Well, that won't work. So you gotta use a spell. That's what spells are used for. And I'm gonna go ahead and hop into a live battle. And this is not a friendly battle. And this is my first time playing today, so this might get a little ugly. So I'm gonna go ahead and place my Princess and Dark Goblin. And yes, he has the log. But it takes out both. Wow, that was a good play. So ending X Savior. He does not have any counters yet, so I'm just going to go ahead and place that Inferno Tower to take out the Valkyrie, because no one likes the Valkyrie. She's a dirty little cheater. So we have it set up so he can't get the hog in now, and we just have to wait for more elixir. Then we're able to counter his hog with the Goblin Gang after he places it. He's waiting for my Inferno Tower to go down. So I'm just going to push on the other side with a Knight Princess push. That's right, the Knight Princess push. It's not dirty at all, and it's very weak, but it's still very effective. So we're going to go Goblin Gang here with a Miner in front. And again, he gets magnificent chip damage. Good for him. I'm going to do the log so he doesn't get too much, though. And it's looking like he's going to win here. But the thing is, this deck, it's easy to come back. I mean, this rocket, it can easily bring him down to 1,720 health, maybe even lower. But then again, this tower right here, is at lower health, so we know what he's gonna place here. I mean, it's obvious, guys. He's gonna place the Hog Rider, or nope. That made me look stupid. But he has the arrows, so we're gonna have to push again on the other side. My Dart Goblin one-shots, nope, doesn't one-shot, but it's still pretty effective. And then look at that chip damage. Look at him go. This is why I love the Dart Goblin. He's so good at just chipping down. I'm gonna go ahead and rocket that. Boom! Overkill! And he just wasted so much elixir on there. So I'm just going to go ahead and push like my heart depends on it. And then, not my heart depends, that's weird. Anyway, so I'm just going to keep pushing while that gets taken out. And here we go, we're going to get some decent chip damage on the tower. We're going to go ahead and log all that out, because we know that he's going to start placing a hog here. Aggressive movements, because he knows his tower's lower. So we're going to Goblin Gang it like nobody's ever seen. And then Princess to take out that minion horde. And he used his log. See, this is the beauty of the log bait deck. We can just go in and push and push and push. And he has arrows. So you'll probably need to add an arrows, like an arrow bait into this. So now that Valkyrie is on. So I was hoping we'd get there before overtime. But let's see, the rocket has enough damage on there so it can be taken out really easily. So all we need to do is place a naked miner, get him afraid. Then we can place our Dart Goblin and everything. And then here we go. This is the play. The play. The play, guys. This is the play. We just need 6 elixir. And then we could take him out. Here we go, guys. Rocket, and that is good game, baby. And that, unfortunately, will be the end of the video today. And this, by the way, is my first channel. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. And I want to show you something real quick. I have figured out this glitch. All credit goes to someone else, because I didn't figure this out. But you can make cards bigger by pulling another card onto them and tapping the bottom part. So, as you can see, these are bigger, and you can make them smaller by exiting out of that. Also, I would recommend this app, Royale Chests, because, see, I've just recently got a giant chest, and it tracks your chest number, and so you'll know exactly what chest you'll get next. And I don't even care if you look at my fancy narwhal, he's smoking a cigar right there. But unfortunately, guys, that will be the end of the video, and see you next time.